Hi there, it's the Doge Wyckoff session, and is Doge going to or getting ready for its next leg upwards? So let's take a look. Here, with the weekly chart, we can see last time we talked about the sign of strength potentially, and it does seem that it is. And we always talk about after the sign of strength, there would be retracement. So it can be like small retracements or some higher or like more deeper retracements, and as of this moment hopefully it has reached a point of retracement low, because there are basically two very close support lines over here. The first one is this first horizontal white line at around 22 cents 50, and then if the price does go through this horizontal, there is this slope over here that's like a changing target. So it's currently, if it is this week, it's around 21 cents 30, and obviously the third line of support is this center line of the box. It's around 14 cents 30, so it's pretty deep from where we are now. It's less likely that the price would come test this immediately, but less chance doesn't mean there's no chance. So higher chance are these two lines of support. Slim chance is this line, but still possibility remains. So here, after sign of strength, usually there will be a last point of support. Likewise for what happened over here, even though it's a prolonged period of like very long tail of accumulation. So what we're hoping to see is a last point of support showing up somewhere, hopefully along this horizontal white line, the first line here, as I mentioned already, and then eventually it goes up for the new buying climax. So finger crossed. Then let's look at the daily and see what's going to happen. So last week we put in this automatic reaction as it did, and yes, it seems it has reached that point on Thursday. So let's mark it here, and what we're going to expect is likely a second test. So pay attention though, last time the second test back in late May was almost as high as the buying climax, but it doesn't always have to happen that way. It can end lower and then like hover around some support lines and then eventually return to the accumulation zone if there's no sufficient demand. If people are FOMOing in, there will be upthrust and upthrust of the distribution. So the chart may go a bit like, okay, I reached the second test and then there's crazy demand and it go to upthrust, and then people are tired and like skeptical, and then another, I don't know, whoever said something great for Doge, and then there's an upthrust of the distribution. So things can happen in that way as well, rather than like continuing similar to what happened last time. It's not long ago, it's just 2 months ago that we had this showing us here on the chart. So the volume selling pretty much as strong as buying, so be cautious, as well as when these climbs, there will require a bit of selling. We look at the long wick at the head, at the candle head. So it's like, okay, some people are offloading something, and some people are FOMOing in. So if that's really the case, then like really be prepared for an adjustment coming. So what's the lines of supports? The first one, we talk about 22 cents. The second one at around 20. The third one at about 17 cents. So that's the picture